It is so cold in my room, but the rest of my house is warm. I don't understand. None of my windows are open. Why is it freezing in here?
Assignment is a sanctioned redactors in HUD zone HL 1866.
So yesterday, after I was finished recording that Sea of Thieves video that I uploaded today, I heard when I was going to bed, and I heard a buzzing noise. You know, and my computer desk is pretty close to my bed. It's pretty much, I can pretty much get up, sit down, and be at my computer just because the room is kind of cramped. Oh, what is happening? What is Anyway, can I ping that thing from here? I'm so fucking dead. And I heard like a low buzzing sound, and I thought, first I thought it was maybe my air purifier was off kilter, or something like that. You know, maybe it was my computer fan, but my computer was off, so that makes no sense. My computer's never made that sound before. And then I realized it's coming from my surge protector, and I feel like that's been happening for a few days, like where I'm hearing a slight buzzing. But maybe it just picked up yesterday. So obviously I unplugged everything and I have a new one now, obviously. But man, I might have been close to either frying my computer's power source or exploding. God damn it. Dude, this is my curse. Every single time I play with an Ogren, or I play as a Psyker, there's always another Psyker who has the exact same staff as I do. I can never get variety. Like, man, I wanted to use the flamethrower staff just because I haven't used it in a while. It's like, man, I want to be unique. I want to be quirky.
Never you mind. It ain't good to be asking questions like that.
Is this low intense? Oh, yeah, thought so. Unfortunately, it was either only this one or a normal one, and the Emperor decided I would RNG get this one. I love the Illici Mark V Boar Sword. I love it so much. I'm just dead like that. I didn't even see myself get hit. Honestly, my bad. Oh, I don't know if this person knows how to do the flamethrower. I should have just went to heal. I don't know what I was doing. My brain was clocked out. I mean, today's just one of those days where I'm clocked in, but I'm clocked out, you know what I'm saying? Like, my sinuses are clogged, like, for the first half of the day, and my left ear was, like... You know that scene where, like, you have to pop your ear so you kind of just plug your nose and breathe out? Or, like, as if you get up from under the water, or, like, you're on a plane or something? It was like that like, half the day. Thankfully, when I got to work and chewed some gum, it went away, but, man, it was so annoying. Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul. You know, honestly, now that there's a new Force Sword out that makes playing Psyker melee feel so much better, I've been wanting to play Psyker more. Plus, my Psyker is broke. I have 30k on my Psyker, compared to my Ogren and Veteran, who have over 1 million, and my Zealot, who has like half a mil, like 600k or something. So I definitely need to give my Psyker some love. Especially if we're going to be getting that dagger Psyker, because it's going to be like Vermintide where you can switch between the subclasses as you go. And I heard Vermintide in that, or Vermintide. Well, actually, Vermintide's getting a new update, isn't it? It's kind of cool. Gonna do a funny thing here where I go and get a heal. Run before the dogs.
I'd hate to do this all over again.
Slide move. Slide move. Do funny deflector. Wow, there's a lot of flame particles on the screen right now. Oh, he just died. He did a little hop and decided, you know what? I'm logging out. Respect. Also, I need to get better curios on my Psyker as well. Because obviously only 131 toughness isn't the best. I also need to upgrade my curios in my other classes. I have no legendary curios except on my Ogren. So I really should try to do that. But Psyker, I just need better ones in general. I think my Zealot could also probably use some better ones. I think maybe Zealot I should invest more health in rather than toughness. Kind of treat it like a mini Ogren, if you will. Especially with my playstyle where I'm like stupid, you know? I don't know. I'll have to do some testing.
Ascended D16 in position. Why are you still here?
I wish there was a little bit more variety in the curios of like their usefulness. Like the perks of curios are fine, but like either wounds, health, or wounds, health, or toughness is kind of doo-doo. I wish there was like, actually, you know what, never mind. I retract what I said. Thinking about it, I don't have to deal with like attack speed and attack curios or anything like that. Never freaking mind, I change it. Curios are fine now. There's like voices in my head when I use the flamethrower. There's like wow wow wow. I feel like the flamethrower, well, obviously the flamethrower does have more chance of activating the brain burst because it hits multiple times. So, whee! Looks cool, terrible for the video bitrate. Skirt. I was thinking of maybe doing a melee only Psyker challenge. I feel like it'd be doable. Because this sword is really good, right? The Illicy Mark V. Super fucking good. But maybe I'd do like sword and brain burst so I'm not like completely trolling. And I would just like remove all the soul flame stuff off. Oh, whoops. Thought I was locked on the dog. I guess I wasn't. I hate the sound of a failed brain burst. It's so earwormy. Ugh. Icky. Do not like. Also, apparently I killed one of those Reapers. I don't know how. Or I killed more than one of those Reapers. Maybe the Soul Blaze? Awesome! Found small diamantium. Nice. I think if I do a melee only Psyker build, I would just do... I'd get health. Health. Try to get toughness regen on Curios and then use the toughness warp. Toughness for quelling peril, because obviously you'll be doing this a lot, right?
Some believe themselves above the next. Not every enforcer realizes, but it's their duty to prove them wrong.
I like to steer clear of enforcers. Force of habit.
Hey, same.
Judicial enforcement station.
Oh, that reminds me. I was driving home, as I do, and there's a stoplight, or stop sign is there, and this dude going like 90, maybe 100 miles an hour just blows past. I'm like, God, I hate people, you know? I just hope he had an emergency, because if he was just doing that recreationally, fuck that guy.
Racing the Empyrean!
Metal boxes. Target is with metal boxes. Understand?
I feel like this other Psyker doesn't know how to use the funny charge for the flame staff.
Neutralize that gunner!
Oh my god, there's so many Reapers. Die.
I don't want to do this.
Oh, so satisfying to be able to do that on the Psyker. Let's be real, the Psyker needed this fucking sword, right? Because every other melee option kinda sucked. Let's be real. I mean, the chainsword was good, I guess, right? But then you lose out on, like, this. But now having, like, a variety of 4 swords feels good. Is my headset on backwards? No, we're good. I think my ear is still slightly clogged. I mean, my sinuses are still clogged. I can feel them. Ugh. Yuck. Yucky.
Ammo!
Boop. I got the brain burst off and it still applied Soul Blaze. I wonder if they changed. I think they did change that in the patch notes where it applies it now. You don't have to get the kill necessarily, which is good.
Medicaid station!
Got him. Also, apparently there's a bug with the new 4 swords where they have Deflector on, like automatically, even if you don't have the skill. Now, mine does have Deflector. I haven't tested it out yet. This one did. I did get Deflector on this. I'm gonna keep Deflector on this because I assume they're gonna patch it out. But abuse that while you can, I guess. Right?
Place of judgment cast low! Pull him in, no choice! My sons!
Lightsaber, my beloved.
Abomination! Kill it! 16!
Nice. Spin move. Ugh. Oh, my back is killing me today. But I did start the 4th book of Gaunt's Ghost. It's pretty good so far. I'm about a couple hours in. It's called Honor Guard.
Sanction Redactor's target is on a different floor. Seek penitentiary.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Audible, online apps, TikTok. There's a TikTok hearing in the US about TikTok. Why did it just run past me and now I feel excluded? Where did you come from? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I live. Ow. This is going to shit. Oh, I'm so fucking dead. Oh god. Yep. Okay. I will continue in another match. Okie dokie. I'm just doing a malice to finish this out. But as I was saying, the TikTok hearing happened with the TikTok CEO, or I think he was the CEO. It's just like, man, we really let people who know how to bang rocks together lead us. Just like some people asking, like there was a senator who asked, so does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi? Does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi, and could it access other apps from or other devices from that? And dude, respect to the TikTok CEO of goddamn patience, because I couldn't do it. He was like, oh, well, yes, it'll connect to the Wi-Fi, but it doesn't do anything different than like any other app does. And he was like, and then he was talking about, and then another one was talking about like, oh, so do you collect facial data? And they're like, no, we don't do any of that. It's like, why do you need to scan their faces for the eyes dilating or whatever? And he's like, no, if you're putting on a filter, we use like a tracking thing to put the sunglasses on your face. And then it was like, so how do you determine someone's age? You know, some kids are real young on there. And they're like, oh, well, we just ask. And then we use like a funny algorithm to like determine if they're actually go through their profile and see if there's anything that says otherwise, and if they lie about their age, they get banned. And then the guy was like, well, that's creepy. I'm like, what? Oh my goodness. And then he was like, as a gotcha, he tried to say, oh, do your kids use TikTok? And they're like, no. Because they think, and they were like, oh, well, you know, as a Chinese man, it's like he's from Singapore, first of all. It just felt like, first of all, one, these guys are obsessed with, like, this felt like it radiated as, oh, this is an anti-China, like, propaganda. This is what it feels like. Because the guy who said he was from Singapore numerous times was continuously asked, like, what does China want with my data? Like, first of all, the dude is from Singapore. Okay, why? He's not Chinese. Stop calling him Chinese, first of all. And it's just like, it felt very xenophobic, you know? Like, even the TikTok CEO went and said, like, it felt like, he said he felt, like, targeted for his race. And he absolutely was, right? Because these, like, white people who don't even know how technology works, they're fucking, these white, crusty swamp people, because that's what they were, don't know how technology works. Excuse me, I hit my funny button. Excuse you. It's like, wow. Like, it's just... It's literally... You know that meme where it's like... hey, you're sweet. And it's like, oh, you... It's like... Or like, hey, whatever. The HR meme where it's like the lady gets... The handsome guy asks the lady a question. She's like, oh, you're sweet. Then like the nerd, ugly guy asks. And it's like, hello, human resources. It's like that. Like, Instagram and Facebook sell our data probably more than TikTok does. And like, I don't understand this like great fear of, oh, China's gonna get my DNA. What do you think China wants with my DNA? You know what I'm saying? Oh no, come on, bro. There's another net? Okay, the Ogren's up, we're good. It's like, What? Oh, it's gonna watch. It's gonna look through my face and watch me play Darktide for 6 hours a day. Oh, shiver me timbers! I'm quaking in my boots over here. It's like, it's so silly. Like this idea that China's out to get you because TikTok. Like, one, they don't have TikTok in China. They have something called ByteDance or whatever. Just the same thing, but it's like because China doesn't have. Obviously, China doesn't also have YouTube. They have something called Booby, I think, which or something. Bubby, B-U-B-I. It's kind of funny. Because TikTok was made for the West, right? But they have the same thing over in China that's just under a different name. And of course, like, people think that, oh, that's proof that TikTok is used to spy on us. Like, okay, yeah, but you're posting that on Facebook? You think Mark Zuckerberg? Did everyone forget that Mark Zuckerberg was on trial for, like, the same shit? Like, and it's like TikTok isn't even allowed on government devices, so like the real people who have anything to say shouldn't have anything to fear. It's just, what's the term? It's getting scared by your own shadow, you know? It's like, it's completely... Like, if I don't use TikTok really. I use TikTok for one thing, and it's for roll for sandwich. Does China really want to watch a man eat terrible or good sandwiches based on the roll of a die? No, they don't give a shit. Any information they're selling is the same information that's being sold by any other fucking social media company. It's not like some way to try to, like, overthrow democracy, no. It's just like, please, can we get some, like, representatives that are, like, fucking 25? Like, there definitely should be an age restriction for some of this stuff. You know, well, I think there should be an age restriction for any government office. I think, like, if I were to put an age restriction for office, I'd say 65 feels good. But I'd say maybe, like, yeah, 65 feels good. Anything past that is a bit silly. I'll go down to 60. Because, like, once you're at a certain age, you're not really representing the majority of the population, right? You know, like, I want a congressman that posted funny Among Us videos before he was a fucking congressman, right? Because he'll understand what I want. And watch, imagine you're watching some peace conference or whatever. Maybe not peace conference, some, like, NATO discussion. And, like, a U.S., like, 25, 20, 30-year-old U.S. representative is just like, that's why your mama ugly, to some fucking other dude who's trying to cause problems. It'd be so funny. Yeah, anyway, the TikTok hearing stuff was very silly. And I felt bad for the guy. No, I don't want... Whatever. What else happened? Linus Tech Tips' YouTube account got hacked, and it was replaced with a Tesla. It was renamed to Tesla, and it was a crypto scam. Like, what? My question is Elon a big crypto bro? I've seen him post, like, one thing about, like, Doge, like his. I know the meme about him and Dogecoin, and he has, like, some, but he doesn't, like, he doesn't constantly talk about crypto. Like, the last time he talked about crypto, he was like, I don't know these crypto bros' obsession with Elon, trying to use him as a scam. Is I guess because he's like popular. I don't know. Yeah, it was running like a 24-hour live stream of like, I don't even know if it was a real stream. It could have been deepfake, but it was like with Elon and like some other fucking guy. Yeah, very descriptive. I don't even remember. It was just very silly. And I wonder how it happened. Because Linus seems like he would have, out of anyone, he would have like the good tech, right? Or like, you know. I mean, I've seen plenty of fake ads on YouTube Shorts of Elon with a really poor voiceover and like deep fake lip sync talking about Bitcoin. Not even Bitcoin. He's talking about like some called Tesla coin or some shit, and it's like very obviously a scam. I wonder if he has like, if he knows about that and if he like would do anything about it, right? Is it like that? Because I don't know if it's that big of a thing that happens where it's like, you know? Because I feel like if I was the owner of a company and there was someone running crypto scams, and if I heard about it, I'd probably try to put it down pretty quick. Especially if he was using like the name of my company as the coin name. Also, I saw an article that said Twitter's worth less than half of what he bought it for now. I'm like, you have no one else to blame but yourself, dude. You made that website bad. Like, all those white women getting their Starbucks and posting TikToks about how it is to work at Employed clearly knew something that you didn't, because that site runs like shit now. I mean, that's what happens when you hire a bunch of yes men, right? Am I gonna die here? No, we're good. Excuse you, where are you? Oh. Ow. Where? Well, speaking of Twitter, Target called me up to HR the other day, and it was very like, I was kind of nervous, but I wasn't nervous. I always like nervous getting called up to HR, right? It's like, oh man, did I fuck something up? Am I about to get canned? What? And then I get in there, and she kind of like, the lady kind of looks at me. It's like, oh, over here, and she's kind of have that demeanor of like, oh, I'm about to fire someone. So I was like, fuck, dude, this is it for me. This is. And she was like, and when I was like, oh man. So I kind of, you know, got ready for the worst, if you will. And then when I get up there, I'm like, hey, what's up? And she's like, oh, did you complete did you enter in your preferred pronouns at the thing? I'm like, you are talking to me like I was about to get fired or something. What? I just thought it was very funny. I was like, yeah, I did that yesterday. Since Target like had updated the app, and like they needed people to like essentially gave people an option to give their preferred pronouns and gender identity, which is like cool and all. But like the way you know, I've been told by many people that I look like someone who would be homophobic. So like, I guess maybe that's why. Because I am that kind of like stereotypical white guy. I wear polo shirt everywhere, blue jeans. I have a electronic watch. You know, I have kind of like a shitty goatee. You know. So maybe that's it. Also, it was I just found it very funny. I know it's like a completely redundant thing, but they're underneath, like there's gender, which only had male and female, and then there's gender preference underneath it, which had like a list of options. I was like, why have both? That's so silly. I just thought this feels like an 80-year-old dude who doesn't really know. He wants to be supportive, but he's still also got to like, he doesn't want to change the code that much, you know? I thought it was very funny. They also had neo-pronouns, which were interesting, ones I've never heard of. So I'm feeling like, once again, this is like the 80-year-old who just thinks he's being like a little progressive, or he's trying to be overly progressive. So I'm like, cool, man. I'm not like... I used to have like opinions on neopronouns, but then I just stopped giving a shit, so... I feel like once I stopped giving a shit and, you know, if someone wants me to call them it, sure. Just, you know, I will fuck up, right? Because I'm stupid. That's why I default to they for everyone. Like, oh, if I'm referring to someone and I don't know their name, I'm like, oh, you know them, they were over here, yada, yada, this, that, the other. If I don't know their preferred pronouns. Preferred adverbs. My preferred adverbs was, murder. Is murder an adverb? I don't know. No, murder's a verb. I don't know what an adverb is. Ah! Excuse you.
That's barrels. This whole enclave of safe for it.
Excuse you, leave me alone. Nerd. Oh, my sinuses, dude. Oh, speaking of other issues I'm having today, my car. I was driving and all of a sudden it goes vroom, 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 and kind of stalls a little bit. I'm like, oh, lovely. So I called the guy I bought it for, who's also like my kind of like on-demand mechanic in a way. And he's like, okay, so if I'm right, it's probably just a fuel pump, or air filter. If I'm wrong, it could be something worse. We're just gonna hope it's the fuel pump. So I gotta take my car over to him on Friday and just hope for the best. Because the last thing I need is car issues, because I'm getting scheduled like 30 hours instead of the 40 that I'm like marked down for usually. So it's like, oh man, dude. It's rough. It's rough out here. It's rough out here for a brother. Let me get a sip of Monster. Nice.
Now for the sticky part. I want that Aegis station.
Sticky? Ugh. Dude. That's like my... That's one of my big icks, is sticky. Like I would... The way I hate being sticky. I love honey, though, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword there. But, just even seeing someone be sticky, I'm like... Ugh. I just want to peel off my skin. It's so gross. Like, why be sticky when you can not be sticky, you know? That's what I prefer. Oh, they're all aggro. I think I've found a good exploit spot, because they can't really get to me, even if, you know. Nice. Oh, John Wick 4 came out today. I heard it did like what, 74 million? Kind of some insane fucking number. I mean, compared to all the other movies that have come out, it's insane, right? Like Shazam flopped. Fucking what else flopped? Or I guess bunch of the superhero movies flopped, like Shazam and Ant-Man. Well, movies like Creed 3 and like John Wick. Although apparently the guy who played Kang. Oh, I'm so fucking dead. Let me at least be useful. What was it? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have dropped down. Oh no, we're good. Anyway, the guy who played Kang apparently is a wife beater. Like, that's... Marvel's looking at that, like, after their whole next 10 years off this guy. I'm like, ooh. You know a Marvel CEO is, like, gonna throw himself off a bridge right now. Metaphorically. Although, just recast him and don't say anything. Or make a statement like, hey, fuck this guy, recast him. It's like the actor is pretty, like, you know, replaceable, I'd say. Because you only had one movie with him. Ow, my fucking bones. Yoink. Like, have Kevin Hart play it. I think that'd be really funny. Kevin Hart's kind of become a meme simply using his like photos for reaction pics. It's kind of great. I love it. I feel like suppression on this staff. I have suppression on it, and like 6 meters close range kill suppression. It might actually be good on the staffs because it's dog shit on the guns, right? Because it's just a wasted slot. Ow. But on the flamer staff, it's probably like not bad. Thinking about it. Ugh. God, my sinuses, dude. Oh, speaking of food, even though I didn't mention food, I've been getting a lot of on my YouTube shorts. I get a lot of cooking, obviously, right? Cooking and Family Guy clips unavoidable in like YouTube shorts, right? And I don't mind cooking. I like seeing food. I'm a hungry guy. What can I say? I keep getting recommended of this carnivore diet, and I understand what the carnivore diet is, but the food just looks so unappealing. It's gray, unseasoned meat. I'm like, no steak is complete without vegetables. No meat is complete without some green. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's salted meat. I'm like, just it's gross. Eat a salad. Salads are great. Big fan. I forgot how little shit you get for not doing damnation. Yo, a knife. I can shank people as a psyker. Let's go. And as in, turn it in for money. Well, alrighty. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, or don't. I'm not your mother, but you better have brushed your teeth. Have a good one.